What up, y'all? We back with another one. Man, we be so focused on what we don't have. Bro, we need to focus on what we do have and work towards, the things that we want. See, I feel like we be so concerned about, getting this new thing, but a lot of the stuff, that we got today, that we got right now, we prayed for, and now we get it, but we don't even be realizing it. And I ain't even gonna just say, we don't just realize it, just to the point where we be so concerned about, well, bro, I'm so tired of this car. I want to get this car. I want to trade this car in. I'm ready to. But the car that you got right now, you prayed for the car. You remember when you was down bad, I had no car. You was praying for a car, and now you got it. But now it's to the point where you trying so hard to get this new car. And that's why I'm saying, I ain't saying don't work for what you want or don't really, want something new. Cause it don't matter what we get in this world, we're gonna always want more. That's why I always say stuff God, how I'm trying to say it. Basically, we're gonna always want more. Nothing gonna satisfy us. God, the only thing is gonna satisfy us. And I don't really want to even use the word satisfy when it comes to God, but He gonna supply all our needs. He everything we need. We get so caught up in all the materialistic things in the world, want this, want that. When you really just think about it, we really doing way better than we think we is. You can go get you any type of food you really want most of the time. If you want to put some gas in your car, you can, to get to point A to point B. Got a roof over your head, you ain't just, out here living on the streets. You got people that love you, that you can cherish. You got people that you can pick up the phone and call when you want to talk about something, or just want to have a conversation and laugh or something like that. And I know some people may be well, I don't have that, man, but out of all that, you got something. And some people don't have those things, but majority of us, a lot of us do have those things, but we so focused on the things that we don't have, the materialistic things. And like I said, even though ain't nothing wrong with, having more, because I'm a person that I always be wanting more. I always be wanting new shoes, new car, a crib, all type of stuff. All type of stuff I be wanting. And some stuff it be, like I said, materialistic things. Don't get me wrong, I don't idolize materialistic things, but I like it though. But I ain't just, praising stuff. It's just things in this world, that I like to have. But we gotta stop stressing ourselves out about these objects, these things that we want. A lot of stuff that we need, we can afford. Need some soap, we got soap. Need toothpaste, you got toothpaste. Need a car, need a ride somewhere to get to point A to point B, you got that. Even sometimes it's getting a ride from somebody like a family member taking you, or you need a roof over your head, you need somewhere to lay down, you got that. You need some food for the day, you got that. But we just so worried about, oh man, I ain't got that Lambo, I ain't got that Corvette that I really, really want. I ain't got that new 2025, 2026, 2024. But you got a good 2018, 2015, 2020 car. We need to start focusing on things that we do have and just keep working towards the things that we don't. Pray to God, pray to God, as long as it's in His will, He give you these things, He'll give it to you. He said in the Bible, whatever you want, whatever your heart want, God, He'll give it to you. I don't know the exact verse, the exact, scripture like that, but I don't know a word for word, but He'll give it to you. As long as you have faith, work hard, because, work without faith, faith without work is dead. However you say it. But yeah, praying to God, having faith, but ain't putting in no work for it, you ain't gonna get it. Unless God just, just say, oh, I want to give you this, and He just give it to you. But anyways, yeah, the things we want, we gotta get up and work for it. It's crazy, or it's cliche that might sound but for real, pray for something, put in the work, keep working, staying consistent in what you're doing. It's gonna fall right in your lap. How folks be wanting stuff fall right in their lap for them? I'm telling you, it's gonna fall right in your lap. Cause if you ain't put no work in, or you ain't did nothing, the whole time you work for it, you stayed down, you stayed patient, you waited for it, you know. But I'm big, like I'm talking to y'all, but a lot of this stuff I'm saying, like, you know, it's really a lot of it really for myself too. Cause like I said, I be rushing stuff, not being patient. Sometimes, you know, I have to remind myself to be thankful, be grateful for the things that I do get, for the good people I have in my life that I can hit up. Like, sometimes I'd be so happy just because of the fact that it ain't got nothing to do with no financial issue at all. Like, nothing financial. Like, sometimes I'd be really happy because, like, the people I got in my life, the people I can just pick up the phone and call, like, talk to. Hobbies that I have that I can do, like, you know, find you a hobby, find something you really like to do throughout the day. You know, find people like, or, you know, get close, like somebody that you can really call and talk to, you know, laugh. You know, it's always good to have a good laugh, you know, things like that. But as far as financial wise, we really doing way better than we think we is. Like, I really feel like a lot of times, I feel like a lot of people not really doing bad. I really do feel like that. As long as you're getting up trying every day, you doing what you're supposed to do, going to work, having 1 or 2 or 3 jobs, or having 1 job or a side hustle, and you're doing everything you're supposed to, you know, you're paying your bills on time, you know, you may struggle here and there because you feel like, you know, you can't get this or can't get that. Don't be too hard on yourself, because look at the things that is going right for you in life. Look at the things that you once prayed for you got. Look at the things that you can go do with your kids. Look at the things that you can go do that you once couldn't afford, or things you can go do and this person might not really be able to do. Be happy that you can be able to take yourself out on a vacation for a nice time, even if it is for 1 week, something like that. But like I said, I'm not saying that you can't gain more or you can't want more. It's okay to want more, but don't get too caught up in being upset because you don't have a certain thing in life. Because a lot of times we get ourselves down because we so much thinking about what we ain't got. Like, a lot of us really not doing that bad. Now, it's different if you just a person that's being lazy all the time. You don't want to get up, you know, and, you know, work for nothing. You just want stuff to fall in your lap, then that's where stuff become an issue. But as long as you working towards something and you getting up, you know, putting in the work, working towards that thing that you really, really want, that you trying to get, that you praying for, you've been praying over and over for, it's gonna come. It's gonna come. As long as it's in God's will, you know, it's meant to happen. Because the new thing that I've been saying to myself, like, if something don't work out, or it's something I really, really was looking forward to and I really wanted it to work and it didn't work, man, I just started looking at stuff as like, man, maybe, man, it ain't happening because, you know, it wasn't meant to happen. It wasn't in God's will. If God, you know, if it was meant to happen, God would have let it happen. If it's something I really want, I'm gonna pray for it. You know, it happened, it happened. If it don't, but I'm gonna leave it, I'm putting it in God's hand. I'm gonna let God deal with it. I'm gonna let God work that out for me. And when I say I'm gonna let God deal with it, I don't mean like in a bad way, like, you know, I ain't gonna work for it. I'm gonna work for what I want. But when I say I'm gonna let God deal with it, you know, it don't go in my way, go in my favor, or, you know, it's something I really want, I'm gonna let God, you know, work it out for me. Because God see what I'm doing, He's seeing the work I'm putting in. So I'm gonna let God handle the rest. So I don't even want to say deal with it, I'm saying, yeah, well, I can't say deal with it, but I'm gonna pray for it. I'm gonna work hard for it. I'm gonna leave it to God, you know, and let Him work His magic. I'm gonna let Him do what He do with the situation. And like, however it go from that point forward, you know, that's how it go. Whatever happened that you really want to happen and you feel like you getting discouraged because there's something you really wanted and it ain't go the way you want, like I said, just look at it as it ain't one poster. It just wasn't meant to happen yet. Or God ain't let it happen yet because He don't feel like it's the right time for it to happen for you. But if it's meant for you, God don't let it happen. So you gotta leave something. Like I said, and I'm gonna say it again. Pray, work hard, and leave it to God. Put it in His hand. Leave your problems at His feet, and He gonna do the rest. And it said that in the Bible, leave your problems at God's feet, footstep. Or however you say it. I don't know word for it, but that's what it said in the Bible. But yeah, I just want to get some words of encouragement, you know, some little motivation, let folks know like it's gonna be all right, it's gonna be gonna be straight. Like, stop worrying about things that, you know, can't control. Stop worrying things that we don't have. Like, appreciate what you get. Sometimes just sit and, mind I'm stuttering, but sometimes just sit back and think like, dang, like, I really prayed for this. Like, I really got it now. Like, I remember I really, really wanted this. I remember when I felt like this was far away and I got it. But we should be so deep into our thoughts and, like, in the future. And ain't nothing wrong with, like, looking towards the future. But we be so caught up in, just, like, what we ain't got. Instead of just looking at things like, dang, like, I really wanted to lose this many pounds. Like, and I'm here. I really wanted to be this weight. I'm here. I really wanted this car, man. I got it. I really wanted these shoes I've been trying to get. I got it. I really want this apartment. Shoot, I got it. I really wanted to leave this toxic relationship finally that I feel like I can't ever leave. I'm out of it. I really wanted to get over lust. I got over it. Like, bruh, a lot of stuff that we pray for and prayed for, we have or no longer deal with no more. Like, but we don't always look at it like that. We just look at things as, oh man, I ain't got this, I ain't got this. Come on, we gotta stop looking at life like that all the time. And this for myself too, like I said, because I deal with it still. I'm a work in progress right now. I'm trying to work on leaving stuff to God when I pray for him, and, you know, not always being in my head, you know, being negative about things. I can be so positive to everybody else, but when it comes to myself, just think the worst or feel like this ain't gonna happen. But man, if God wanted to happen, if it's meant to happen, God gonna let it happen. Whatever meant for you, it's meant for you. It's gonna happen for you. And if it ain't, then like I said, it ain't gonna happen. Or you ain't working hard enough, like you say, or, you know, you ain't really got the faith or whatever. You may fall into playing with it, but you gotta take that over God. You gotta talk to God. But work hard, pray, man, it's gonna happen. But I ain't got too much left to say on that. I just feel like I had to put that out there because it was really on my heart to touch up on this subject, because I was talking to a homeboy about the same thing. Like, you know, like, we were just really talking and saying like, dang, like, what if we really not doing bad like we think? Like, we ain't got the fanciest cars, like, you know, the biggest houses, like, you know, all the money in the world, but like, we doing good. Like, we doing good. We end up going to work, like, you know, we taking care of our business, like, while we trying to work towards more. So that's what I want to tell, like, to everybody else. Like, don't be hard on yourself. We're gonna be straight. But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You know, keep showing love. If you want to see more videos like that, I'm gonna keep dropping more good topics, more inspirational topics, more things that, you know, I feel like a lot of people really need to hear when it comes to just life in general, and like getting to where you really want to get to in life and how to move, how to think. So if you really like this video, I'm gonna be dropping more stuff like this. But make sure y'all just show love, and I'm out.